Always remember.
Hello there, General Kenobi. Say it back. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, not Monday. Episode 70 of the Determine Focus podcast. It's been a big week for nerddom. San Diego Comic-Con last week. There's a movie coming out this week. There was a movie that came out last week. It's a whole bunch of stuff.
There was a movie that came out a couple weeks ago that we haven't even got to talk about yet. It's not a big comic book thing, but we still didn't.
We didn't even talk about it.
Yeah, because the Doomsday trailer came out.
Yeah.
By the way, hold on 1 second. I'm burning this shirt after.
Thanks for being rude.
Yeah. You know,
actually just got the package in with all your guys' stuff that we're bringing to Rebels Comic-Con. So just keep being jerks, I guess.
Sounds like free stuff for me.
Yep.
But yeah, we've had a
can't wait for my medium t-shirt,
dude. Just like so tight, dude. It's been a crazy couple weeks. And I mean, yeah, that literally Spider-Man Brand New Day within, I mean, realistically 2 days, like not even in less than 48 hours, I will have already seen the movie. I'll be in the movie again, seeing it a second time, actually. So, but we actually got some really cool Star Wars news at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yes, we did.
Which we're going to talk about that. But first, let's peep in with the chat before we go through our long line of topics.
Yeah, we got for a while to talk about today.
Which, hey, this is actually kind of perfect. Sonny, Focus number 9. Thank you for being here. Happy Tuesday, everyone. But more importantly, happy Legacy release day.
Woo!
You're darn tootin'. Just like Lainey. What? That's only she's gonna get that, and that's funny.
That's awesome.
You know how her name is Lainey B? It's Lainey B Fartin.
Yeah, air it all out, just like Lainey.
But yeah, I got Legacy right here, baby. By Madeline Rue. I've been waiting on this book for a while. I didn't get to dive into it too much. I managed to get it a couple days early, but I've been super busy the whole weekend, and so I got to read a little bit today, a little over a chapter. Liking what I'm reading.
Yeah, dude.
I'm liking it's so weird because we've never had like a Rey centric story. So to like what?
Just read the chat. It's so dumb. We got a bunch of bozos in chat today, dude. A joke that get behind me, Lainey. Gabby won't stand in front of me because I'd be farting. You guys are idiots, dude.
Oh my god.
Whatever.
Ban you all.
Yep.
But yeah, we don't really get like a whole lot of Rey-centric stories, especially like in a novelized format. Other than like movie adaptations. So if you don't know, this book's about not Luke. That's thumbnail's coming up in a little bit. It's about Leia and Rey working to rebuild the Skywalker saber.
Right.
On Tython. So just dropped today. They were doing signings over at San Diego Comic-Con. But you know, I might as well just announce that I'm gonna be giving away a copy. I got an extra copy.
Woo!
Not quite here yet, but I figured, you know, I'm excited about. I love Star Wars books. Obviously, I like Star Wars books, and so I figured I'd do a giveaway. So, I will run that here after we get through the chat here in just a second. And we can run it for a little bit, maybe while we're talking about the Star Wars book stuff, and then we can draw it, and then we can move on to the other stuff.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, we got Cole Focus 3. Thanks for flying with us. Thanks for being here, dude.
Thanks for being here, dude.
We got Josh Hoore. Hello there.
Woo!
We got Star Wars Insight Focus 007. He's also excited for that new book that we'll be talking about here soon. Which kind of all goes in tandem with some of the other stuff that we're going to be talking about. I actually just only put that together. But Gabby, yeah, Lainey, yeah. Hey, thanks, man.
And that's why he's a goat.
This is why I wear the shirt. Okay?
And that's why he's a goat.
Yeah. This shirt is awesome, by the way. This shirt is, wrong side. Got the little Light Force on the side, dude.
Gonna be honest, Light Force podcast might be better with one host. As a solo show,
dude. Hey, he was covering that San Diego Comic-Con stuff real
good. Real good. Clap it up for Noah Nation Nerdy, everybody. Clap it up for the guy.
What am I clapping? Sorry. Let's see. Jacob, what's going on, buddy? Also the right guy for Legacy, the biggest Rise of Skywalker fan known to man, actually. So, like, I don't even think that's an understatement. Like, I think that's just factually true.
Yeah, I definitely don't know of anybody else who likes that movie as much as he does.
Like, I've genuinely, like, I like that movie a lot.
Yeah.
And so Legacy today is a big one for he messaged in a group chat that I'm in how much he was liking it. So
yeah,
he listened to his book on like 2.5 times speed. So they're like, they're just going crazy over there. He's probably finished the book 7 times already.
He wrote it. He wrote it again.
What? Let's see. You don't know that, Alexander. You don't know that. You don't know that, Star Wars Insight. You don't know that. What did Jacob say here? I bet $500 that Will say Ochi at least once on tonight's stream, and I am now begging for the ultimate favor. Who are you betting? Who's paying you this money?
Do I get a cut?
Sounds like a good deal.
If I get a cut,
sounds like a darn good deal to me.
Maybe I'll put money on it.
He said he's 12 chapters in and loving it so far. I've heard really good things.
How many chapters is it?
Actually, don't know. I probably could just check Spotify, but
if we could do some research.
It smell. The smell of a new book is just nice.
Smell a new book.
47, 48 chapters. So, but some of them are pretty short,
Yeah.
Also, I was spending the weekend finally finishing Shadows of the Empire, the book. I'm like 2 issues left with the comic. I'll be doing a video about that pretty soon, so keep an eye out for that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't laugh, Jacob. I'm trying to get my money up, not my funny up. So, just
it's all you can do. This one, bro. Nope. Well, we have a little bit of absolute Batman stuff from this week. A little bit. I'm 3 issues behind. I got to catch up. Yeah. The last issue was the Scarecrow debut.
Yeah.
No, the last issue that I read was the Scarecrow debut. I picked it up. Yeah. Oh, and and the last one that I read was the introduction of the Robins. That's what it was. So
Issue 20.
Issue 20.
And how many covers? Wait, no. Yeah, he's 20. 21 was the one with Two-Face on it.
Yeah, so I have to read 20, 21, 22.
It's big 3. I don't have a cover for 20.
Really? I managed to get it.
I got that though.
Is that Dick?
With the mecha
paramedic
Dick Grayson. Yeah.
Paramedic.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
There it is.
Why? Oh, yes, it is. Not sponsored. Tom Holland. I'll give you a big old smooch on your forehead, though. I've been loving this stuff. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Beer oven it.
No, Jacob, you could read this like knowing how fast you read stuff. You could literally read this in a day.
There's only 22 issues out right now.
Yeah, and you've got Arkham,
and the annual,
and
the Absolute Batman annual, which
so it's like
won an Eisner as the best one shot.
The annual did.
Yep, dude. Absolute Batman won best ongoing. Absolute Batman annual got Daniel Warren Johnson, baby, got best one shot. Then I think Absolute Manhunter or Absolute Martian Manhunter got something else. Dude, it was like all of the Eisner Awards were like absolute titles.
That's crazy.
It's the best.
You know what? This is not a hard thing to do. They have reprinted them so many times now.
They literally reprint them every month.
Like I think the first issue's got to be in like its 14th or 15th reprint. So
you can also get the trades.
Yeah, I was about to say pick up the first 2 trades and then the third. Actually, let me see when the third trade comes out.
No, if I buy it for you, will you actually read it, or am I going to waste my money and it's just going to shit on yourself like every other book that you have?
He's got to read them, bro. He's got to lock in. Volume 3. Oh, Volume 3 comes out in September as well.
Which is Volume 3 through?
Volume 3
through like 17, issue 17 or something? 15?
Let me read here. I wish the description was quicker. It collects... Oh, okay, so it's annual, Arkham, and then 15 through 18. That's weird. Why would they not go? I guess because it's like those mini arcs. That's strange. Okay, I guess you could wait till then. But
so then it's just all the Poison Ivy stuff?
I think the Poison Ivy stuff is in this. Or is 19 and 20... Is 19 the Poison Ivy stuff? I thought Poison Ivy was 2 issues, right? Isn't that 18, 19?
Because it's Bane, and then
no, because 19 introduces Scarecrow and the Robins.
What?
Yeah, because issue 19 is where Scarecrow comes in, and then he, kills that one character, and then the Robins are set in place. No, she is not. No, she is not.
16 is with Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that's the crossover.
And then
is it 17, 18 Poison Ivy?
Yeah, 17 is Seventh Kingdom Part 1, and then 18 is... Well, then is 19 literally what I just held up? Am I crazy? No. 19 is yeah, 19 is the one with Deathstroke.
That's what I was thinking of, but that's where Robins are also set up. The Robins are set up at the end because Deathstroke is leading the Robins, and they like tease the mechas.
And that's why issue 20 is all the yeah. It's always hard.
Like Scarecrow is in 19, right?
Yeah. Or no.
Yeah, because the last thing that I saw was that Scarecrow killed.
Yeah, he's on the cover. He's in that one, dude. It's always when somebody says first appearance, do you think of issue with them on the cover, like full issue, or do you think of where they're like teased at the end? Because there's a difference. But like, if somebody was like, "What is their first appearance?" Do you think of like full main cover issue or like before?
I guess I'd have to have an example.
Gambit. He was in issue like 200 something of Uncanny X-Men, and then there was another issue where it was like enter the Gambit whatever, and then it's like him full cover and he's like got a woman next to him, and it was like the first, like that's his first full issue. Like Taskmaster was teased at the end of whatever issue that was of Avengers, and then Taskmaster like has that full green cover where he's like standing at the top.
Yeah. Lainey, what does Lainey think? I'll let Lainey chime in on this one. I mean, I would assume the first appearance is if like, I mean, it depends. Like, if I'm seeing their full body at the end of the issue, then I'm going to be like, okay, like, I'd assume that's the first appearance, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I think. Because at the end of that one with the Robins, it's like they're like setting up to them training. They're like about to announce them as like being like whatever. So that's why. But like, I didn't really get into the whole. I might reread issue 19, just because it's been a handful of months and stuff. But because I was like binging through it, you know. That's always the downside about binging through something for me, at least, is that you don't retain all the details as much. And then when you like, you take a break and come back, you're like, and what happened? What was going on again? You know?
Yeah.
So I do tend to like take my time a little bit more with stuff.
What time is it? It's 6:04. Are we gonna get like stream sniped if we watch the beginning of it?
The beginning of I think it'll be fine.
Of just like the beginning of it. Here, let me see if I can find it.
Is he referring to what? Is he referring to what I think?
No, he has no idea. He has no idea. We're referring to it, but he has no idea.
Also, Owen absolutely will be talking about Ghost Rider. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we're talking
kidding me, brother?
Yeah, we're talking about Ghost Rider.
Literally me.
Okay. All right. It's so dumb, dude. Okay, let me pull this up.
All right.
I think it's like we might have to like narrate over it. That way we don't just get immediately copyright stricken.
Oh, really? Okay.
For like, let me.
Yeah, bro. Come on now. It's your time. You got to be here the whole time.
All right, let me do this.
Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sing the Spider-Man song. Okay.
Can you hear it?
Not right now.
Oh wait, no, because I muted it.
Spider-Man.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, there he is. What's up?
Hey, we're talking about you a lot today, buddy.
All right. This comment, bring me pictures of Spider-Man while in college.
Is this like a full?
Overrated! 20 years I've been trying to nab this menace. Now every time I go on the internet, it's greatest trilogy ever made. Absolute cinema. Pizza time. You know, for somebody who's famously sticky, since when did the Spider-Man become untouchable?
I'm going to pause it here so we don't get copyright strike.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This is my acting debut as J. Jonah Jameson for Beyond the Dune Sea.
But I mean, you got to kind of admit, the train scene still kind of rules.
Willem Dafoe.
Also,
kind of unmatched.
What is in the background?
Oh, boy,
back here?
yeah.
That looks like a donut.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your
Is
eye.
it? What do you mean? Background of what?
Like that thing looks like a donut.
Where? Which one are you? That's a fucking. Sorry, that's a freaking fire alarm.
A fire alarm? Isn't that out the window? Oh no,
that's
this is inside the Bugle. I'm crazy.
Yeah, you're silly.
Jonah doesn't have a penthouse. What are we talking about?
Is ready.
Let's go. Hey,
What?
how's the pie?
So good.
So good.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. If it's more about the memes than the people he saved, he's a menace. I want dirt, bad CGI, plot holes, cringy dialogue. If a flagpole is bent over the wrong way in one of these movies, I want to know about it.
Well, JJ, good Spider-Man movies aren't about flagpoles or whatever. They're actually about lighting good angle.
Do you see what's on the TV back here? Connor pointed this out to me. This is the actual frame from the movie.
Are you serious?
I had no idea. I was like, what I said to him, I was like, I don't know.
They're still kind of awesome. Oh, well, you know, I never really thought about it that way. In that case, you're fired. Bring me Spider-Man.
That's so good.
Beyond the Dune Sea. Yep. J. Jonah Jameson will be there for the next couple of weeks.
Oh, this is the recurring bit?
It's a recurring bit.
I thought this was like a one and done.
Nope.
So is this for the
They're going to do it with Tom.
Is Jonah going to be for all of them?
For all three.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a green screen right here that sent me and a bunch of stuff. Yep.
Wow.
So
you bet your ass he will.
Will JJ be in Spider-Man Brand New Day? I don't know, but he's in Beyond the Dune Sea stuff.
I was about to say, if you want to get your JJJ fix, there you go.
Here's my fake.
Is that like one of those, like, yeah.
Yeah, it's awful, dude. It's also so gross because I was gnawing on this thing, dude.
I was about to say, it's like probably like nasty now. Ew.
Say that again.
Ball.
We should probably talk about the biggest news of the week, at least for me and you.
Yeah, I think so. Well, before we jump into it, while we're talking about book stuff, I'm gonna run the giveaway while we're discussing. Giving away a copy of Star Wars Legacy by Madeline Rue, the book that just came out today. If you don't win it today, go buy yourself a copy. Go read. Reading Star Wars books is fun. Audiobooks are also cool too. I jump back and forth between both depending on what I'm doing. I like them. But, I guess it only makes sense. Can I click start collecting comments, please? Give me 1 second. Oh, here we go. Okay. The hashtag will literally just be legacy. Just put in the chat, hashtag legacy. I'm collecting them now. I'll bring up the thing here in a minute. I'll let you know how the entries are going. But I'll put it in here as well. Bro.
I have the perfect segue from this into our next topic. And I'm actually going to send it to the screen right now because
Okay.
Let me see.
Is this who I think it is? Is
that somebody you would know?
It is somebody that I know. Someone you know too, I think. That's a name I've not heard in a long time.
I've no idea what that is.
You won't know who it is.
But it's somebody I know.
He said, "Yeah, man, don't worry about it." It's yeah, you know him. I'll tell you after. Ask me about it later.
Okay.
Anyway. Okay. Can I talk about the news?
Yeah, talk about the news.
At the Star Wars or the Disney Books publishing panel, I believe, it was announced that we are getting a new Luke and Leia novel set after Return of the Jedi, written by Beth Revis, called Star Wars Twin Crossroads. What is this book about, you ask? Oh, only something that Will and I talk about all the time, despite him not liking this lightsaber. Maybe he'll like it after. You know what's going to happen? Will, you know what's going to happen in this? They're going to explain the process of how she made her saber.
Yeah, she said that in part of the the kyber crystal stuff.
Exactly. But and we could bring up the article as well, because there's an article that Kristen Baver did with Beth. But what I was thinking is, I'm like, for years you have talked about how much you do not like this lightsaber by a design standpoint. Yeah. Just on a strict design standpoint. There is a chance that after this book, it might make you change your mind.
I would love that.
And honestly, it does make me quite excited. For context, it's going to be about Leia getting the kyber crystal to build her lightsaber, and it's Jedi Luke and Jedi Leia training. The cover is peak. It's not even the final cover, but like I hope it doesn't change.
Or it just gets better, dude. I hope they just do a bunch of different covers for it. I want those posters. Are you kidding me?
Dude, I need
that is a poster. Sonny just brought something up in chat. I actually have inside scoop from Dante.
Okay.
Dante was in at our buddy Dante, who is one of the many wonderful people over at Rebel Scum Con. I say many, meaning literally 5 who are in charge of Rebel Scum Con. Was at the Lucasfilm publishing panel at San Diego Comic-Con and was filming a bunch of stuff. And that's where they announced the book for Twin Crossroads. Mm-hmm. He sent me this video and I got so hyped. I'm going to share my screen and hopefully you can see it.
Oh, beautiful.
Because I was freaking out. Okay. Let me know if you can hear it. Could you hear it?
No.
You can't hear that?
I cannot.
Well, that sucks. Why can you not hear it? That is absolutely bogus.
I cannot hear it.
Okay, you can't hear it at all. Well, basically,
Is your output in the right setting?
yeah. I mean, it just was because we heard what we were doing for YouTube. I don't know. Basically, what it is on that panel at San Diego Comic-Con, the quote is, "What Leia trains Rey in Legacy is because of what she learns in Twin Crossroads." And that makes me so hyped, dude.
Dude, that's sick.
Like, that's awesome. Like, there's
I mean-
going to be like a spiritual 1A, 1B of these books.
Yeah. So what's interesting about this book, and I'm going to pull up the article here as well because I want to read through it as we're talking about it. What is so fascinating as well, you know what? I'm just going to bring up the article and the description of the book because I think that'll do it more justice before we like get into everything.
Yes.
Let me see here. Okay, perfect. I'm going to share my screen in like a corporate business meeting. And I'll also, if it's not specifically in this one, I'll also bring up. Can you see this?
I can.
Okay, let me zoom in real quick. Okay. First of all, peek.
Dude,
This
it's
is
so good.
This is so. I want to see if they talk about who did the art in this, but dude, it looks so good.
I was gonna say, I wonder if in the article it says who the artist is because that is sick.
Yeah, it's really good. Also, we're getting the concept art pieces and stuff. But anyway, this article, Kristen Baver, the GOAT, was doing at the Lucasfilm Publishing panel, talking about how Beth got her own lightsaber. Which, by the way, I'll bring up the picture later. I got to meet Beth 3 days before this was announced, and I immediately tagged her when you texted me about this. I immediately was like, "Oh my god!" Like freaking out. And she was like, "It took me everything in my power not to talk about this." Like,
It was crazy because do you want me to pull up the picture? I have the picture pulled up of you there.
Yeah, I can remove this real quick.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Let's see.
Which I was at the event for another Star Wars book that released. Yeah, here I am with Beth, with Ashley, and with Delilah Dawson. Ashley just released Eyes Like Stars, a new YA Star Wars romance book, which I've not dove into, but a lot of people have said it's actually really good. And so again, romance is not like a big thing for me, but it's very rare that a local event happens near where I'm at. So I was like immediately jumping onto this, and of course I got all my books signed. I do have, as you can see here, I got my copy of Princess and the Scoundrel signed,
Woo!
which Beth did, and she was very kind enough to do a little signature and a "May the Force be with you" underneath there.
Yeah,
Super nice
dude.
of her. Yeah. So this cover also slaps, by the way. This is like so early 90s cover. I love it. Anyway, and so I happened to go there, and little did we know that she had this one cooking, and they were announcing it only 3 days later, which is super cool. And so she was super happy, like everyone was so excited about it, and she's hard at work writing it, which is I was like, take your time, make this the best
seriously.
again. I was like, I'll be waiting, you know. But yeah, so anyway. So it was really fun to meet Beth. They were all the sweetest. They're really cool, and I love Star Wars authors. But anyway, book got announced at San Diego Comic-Con, and it's speaking exclusively to StarWars.com. It follows the events immediately after the events of her novel, delving into a moment glimpse and a flashback in The Rise of Skywalker. One of the coolest scenes. With them training on Agent Kloss. As Luke and Leia train as Jedi in this essential adventure set after the Rebel victory and Return of the Jedi, they infiltrate the Imperial stronghold of Coruscant and grapple with the responsibilities of a Jedi, the legacies of their parents Anakin Skywalker and Padme Amidala, and ultimately their diverging futures in the Force. And we'll come back to this whole Imperial stronghold in Coruscant in a second. She said, my favorite thing was coming up with where Leia got her kyber crystal, which I cannot believe they let me do. I flipped out. This was the first time I've been able to talk about it. The book, which is slated to debut in 2027, amid the 50th anniversary, which is extremely cool. Covers every era of galactic storytelling, Revis said, with nods to all 3 Skywalker trilogies and/or the Battle of Jakku comics, and how she studied Star Wars Legacy, which is out now, and we're doing a giveaway, #Legacy. And she said, knowing how Leia approached her training with Rey helped me figure out how Luke approached it with Leia. Having all of these stories interconnected and interwoven is my favorite thing about Star Wars. They all weave together and they're all connected. Finding ways to make those connections stronger is my main goal when I'm writing a story. And just seeing that moment in the movie where she had the lightsaber in her hand, we know that Leia is the kind of person who does not do anything by halves. She was always going to give it her all in whatever she did. So naturally, that had me wondering what changed. There was a whole lifetime summed up in that one moment when she rips off her helmet. We go to brother and sister. We all have our favorite Star Wars characters, but Leia is definitely Revis's. I love writing for Leia for many, many reasons, especially because I grew up with her. She was my princess and then my general, and she's my favorite character. She had a huge impact on my life because I had a brother named Luke, which is very sweet. I actually did not know that. And they had their own version of Jedi training, taking PVC pipes and fighting like they were lightsabers, which is actually extremely cool in the context of the scene. And then Revis tapped into her relationship with her brother when she was exploring the Skywalker twin stories. Quote, there are several moments where the mask comes off for both of them because at this point, Luke is kind of austere. He's the last Jedi, but not when he's in front of his sister. In fact, in the very first chapter, they have to fight over who's going to wash the dishes. Spoiler alert, it's not going to be Leia. That's which is awesome. And very homage to like 90s Bantam era stuff, which I really like. She said, for me, the biggest thing that I wanted to do is make them sound human. I had to think of Luke as his own person. He's not the staunch warrior who knows everything or the wise monk on the mountain. He's just Luke who wanted to go to Tashi Station. And it wasn't like the general and the princess talking. And it wasn't like the general and the princess talking to the Jedi Master. It was brother and sister. They're going to bicker a little bit. They're going to have inside jokes, especially when they're on Agent Kloss in a place where there's no one else around. There's no judgment. No need to be posturing. They can just be themselves. And for both of them, it's a rare moment. I tried to linger in that element and show this as who they honestly are with each other when there's no audience. And she talked a little bit about when she did her first book with Rebel Rising, which I also got signed. Don't worry. And then talking about Leia's lightsaber, Revis also incorporates another established artifact in the book, Luke Skywalker Star Compass, baby! Let's go, dude! Let's go! I actually didn't know about this, which first appeared in the video game Star Wars Battlefront 2 and later in the Battle of Jakku, and also mentioned in Shadow of the Sith. Luke at that time is looking for Jedi artifacts, and that led me to the idea that it's because he is a Padawan now, and he wants to make sure that he can train her well. Even though he's the last Jedi, he still feels inadequate and has a little imposter syndrome. Luke did, after all, leave Dagobah and cut his training short. Quote, he gave his full training in order to save his friends, which is a noble thing to do, but how is it going to impact what he can do in the future? The compass is also symbolic of Luke's journey, as both twins must figure out their futures. The compass isn't working, and he doesn't know how to fix it. They're both at the crossroads of trying to determine how they're going to move on with their lives and what they're going to become. And then here is the synopsis. But dude, the compass, bro? I didn't know the compass was going to be like a main thing of the book.
Part of this book is going to be Leia getting her kyber crystal. If that means she's going to be building her lightsaber. I have not read the book. It sounds like some people have read beginning chapters of this book. This book could do the most determined, focused thing of all time. And Luke could talk about how he built his lightsaber in reference to teaching Leia how to build hers.
Obviously, bro. Obviously, they're going to talk about it, dude. And who do you think that's going to bring in, buddy? Where do you think his bro has been? They're going. Let's hold on. Can I read the description real quick? We got a little bit of description here before we hop into this.
Is this book a bit, dude? Is this book a bit?
Dude, the second...
Is this whole thing a setup just to make us really
just
stoked and then be like...
They just make us so unbelievably upset that it's not real. After the events of Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker and Leia Organa train together in the ways of the Jedi. The siblings must confront the legacies of their birth parents, Anakin Skywalker and Padme Amidala, and their own diverging futures in the Force. The second Death Star is in ruins. As the burgeoning New Republic pursues scattered Imperial forces across the galaxy, Luke Skywalker and Leia Organa train on the remote planet of Agen Kloss and walk the path of the Jedi side by side. During this reprieve from battle, the twins grow their connection to the Force and their own bond as they shoulder the responsibility of carrying on the Jedi Order's legacy. But each also carries a burden they struggle to share with the other. Luke loves seeing his sister excel, but doubts his teaching ability when there is still so much to discover and learn. Leia, meanwhile, is determined to master these new skills, but she struggles with both what it would mean to commit her life entirely to serving the Force and the knowledge of being Darth Vader's daughter. Despite their doubts, Luke and Leia volunteer for an urgent, covert New Republic mission to infiltrate the center of Imperial power, Coruscant. Their quest begins at the Imperial Palace, once the Jedi Temple, where they gain a new understanding of the former Jedi Order and Galactic Republic. The mission will be more transformative than either of them could imagine as they discover the legacy left behind by their birth parents on a planet where some are still willing to hope. And though certainty is scarce, Luke and Leia's faith in one another will help them each seek out the path they must ultimately walk.
It sounds so good.
Low key, this could be like you said, this could be the most determined focus book of all time.
Getting this in the same year that we are getting Ahsoka season 2 is bonkers.
On the 50th anniversary of Star Wars, bro.
Bonkers.
I
literally could not be more excited for this. I have not stopped thinking about this book since it was announced.
I will be doing everything we will be doing everything in our power. And again, I don't talk about this. I don't talk about this like in a joking like handout way. We need this book so fast. I will do everything in my power to make sure that we are some of the first people to get to talk about this book, because I need it. Like I told Beth this as well. Like I messaged her and I was like, hey, I'm just letting you know, I have never been more excited for a book in my life.
Yeah.
Like, at least when it comes to Star Wars books, like
when I posted my video, she like replied to it and was like, thank you for your enthusiasm. Now I just have to write it.
Yeah.
And I think I like responded back in like all caps. I'm like, you don't understand what this means.
No,
like,
dude.
This is literally the story.
The
story.
We'll be reading this when Celebration is happening.
What day is Celebration?
It's like in April.
This book comes out on the 6th. April 6th.
Is it April 6th? Okay.
Yeah.
So Celebration's a little bit later. So
yeah, maybe
Force willing, if we're able to
hopefully she's there doing signings for the book.
Oh my god. And you bet your bantha cheeks that we will be doing a giveaway of this book. Absolutely. Like, this will be okay. For context, I have bought I think 5 or 6 copies of Shadow of the Sith, and I have given them out to people.
Yeah,
like that is the book that I'm like, here you go. You want to like the sequels more? You like Star Wars? Read this book. This book will probably be even worse. I will probably be more incessant than I've ever been.
Yeah.
Is the Celebration 1st to the 4th?
So after Celebration.
So they're definitely going to be selling copies at Celebration.
Absolutely. There's no way they don't.
Sounds like we're buying some copies and doing some trivia. That's like what we're doing. It sounds like we're doing some Luke and Leia trivia.
Let's go. That's actually such a sick idea.
Dude, obviously we cannot be more excited about this book, and I'm really excited for the ties for legacy, like which Leia has been. So like, there's a little bit of Leia into the part that I've read so far. Like it's really good. Like and to kind of get that, like I think obviously Rey has a lot in common with Luke, and her characterization of like her kind of doubting herself and like these responsibilities or whatever. And it'll be interesting to have someone like Luke teaching Leia, and then Leia learning from him to teach Rey.
Yeah.
Gabby, you asked, you were like, so should it be read before Legacy? I mean, honestly, like, since Legacy's out, you might as well just read it now, unless you got more in your TBR. But like, again, I would recommend reading this because I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun to read Legacy, to see where Leia is at in that time period, and then to flash back and see where Leia is at this point in her life.
Yeah.
So I'm not waiting to read like Legacy is like I've been itching for that book. It was funny because when Legacy got announced, I was like, oh my god! I was like, and also anytime it's funny how both of these books are centric around lightsabers as their big thing,
Yep.
and I'm like, you got me. I'm in. The next one's gonna be like, oh, how Ben Solo made his lightsaber, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're stoked about this. Which leads into our next thing, but before we do that, we are still running the giveaway for this copy of Legacy right here. It's out today. We're going to run the giveaway right now. Hashtag Legacy in the chat. Currently, we have only 8 entries. So right now, you have more than a 20% chance to win. Just saying. Technically, Will just entered in, but he's not going to win one. And maybe he will. I don't know.
Maybe it'll be me.
That's coming out on the 100th anniversary.
Yeah.
Max Rebo has the short story in Return to the Jedi. I'm fairly certain. He does. Back pov. Anyway, do you have any other like burgeoning thoughts here?
No,
okay. Do you think
the most
Hugh Wang-
exciting book?
Do you think Hugh Wang could show up?
I don't want to say that he will, because then it would be literally everything. Like if the last chapter of this book is like Luke dropping Hu Yang off on
in Ahsoka,
like that is literally everything I have wanted.
Because
I think Ahsoka being in this book is too much.
I hope that's not the case.
But if she is in the book, I'm going to lose my mind. Like if Leia and Luke meet Ahsoka, and it's both of them together meeting Ahsoka, I'm going to lose my mind.
Would it upset you if it was going to being in a book versus being
I just want to see the story. All I want is the story. And if part of this book is Luke training Leia and then being like, I need help training a Padawan. I know. And then they like meet Ahsoka. Now, this isn't me doing that thing of like, oh, we got a whole Avengers movie, but what about Spider-Man? You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean to insert another character. This is just like Ahsoka and Luke Skywalker are my 2 favorite characters in all of Star Wars. Yeah. And this book seemingly is giving us so much of a story that we have wanted, that I have wanted for so long, of Luke post Return of the Jedi training Leia, how Leia gets her Kyber crystal, Luke looking for Jedi artifacts and rebuilding that order. That is cookie cutter, line for line, what I would tell somebody if somebody asked, hey, if you could write a Star Wars story, what would it be? Now, I would also add probably Hu Yang in there somewhere, because Hu Yang is my favorite droid in all of Star Wars. He's the coolest. But then also, like, the other story that I think I really, really want to know is whether or not Leia has ever met Ahsoka. And obviously Luke has met Ahsoka because of Book of Boba Fett, but what that initial like meeting was. And oh my God, if it's in this book.
I mean, hey, a big thing that was in the synopsis was them dealing with their lineage.
And that is exactly why I'm like locked in on it, because I'm like, okay.
Here's my thing. If Anakin Skywalker the Force Ghost of Anakin Skywalker can talk to Luke Skywalker in Shadow of the Sith.
Yeah.
It makes me think Ahsoka could show up in this, especially if they're going to Coruscant to the Jedi Temple.
Yeah.
Which is like,
Dude.
What is the mission that they're doing? What is the mission? Because if their mission is to go to the Coruscant, but their first stop is the Jedi Temple.
It's also a mission that they volunteered for. So it wasn't
Right.
like we need Jedi to do this. This is just like, hey, this needs to be done. And Luke was probably like, we'll do it. I need to train my sister. Which is very interesting if that's how it's going to be.
My thing, Wes, is which part of me agrees. My other thing is I'm like, I think he would have done it by now.
Yeah. Or he knows and he's allowing it to be told in a story, in a book, because that's going to help build off of something else that's going to come up later.
Yeah. I mean, you think... Because, I mean, the Ahsoka book...
Yeah.
That was a thing that he didn't think he was ever going to get to tell, and then he got to tell it later on, right?
Connor and I were talking about the book because I had posted something and he replied to it. He's like, I'm so stoked. He's like, how do you feel that it's a book and not like a series or a movie? And I love comics and I love books because there's always that thing of like, eventually it could be turned into something else in a different medium.
Sure. And there's also the beauty of it being in that medium.
Yep.
There's a one thing so shout out to Dan, Star Wars Centralized. He's someone that I look up to a lot in the way he views continuity and things. And I remember that one time he posted a thing about the Son of Dathomir comic.
Yeah.
And while I didn't entirely agree, I really respected his point where he was like, Son of Dathomir is such a great comic. I hope it never gets adapted. And the reason he said that is not at a point of negativity of that it would be bad. He said it encourages people to go seek out that thing, which lines up with what Sam Witwer said of like, you think about that little mishap in that audiobook that he did of like what Dave told him. No, it encourages you to go seek that out, right? And so if this is a book of a thing of like, you know, hey, like that story happened, it encourages you, and Dave does that same thing too.
Yeah.
Dave and John, they were talking about Mandalorian and Grogu of like, when there's something that fits in its stead, they're like, oh, what if we use this?
Right.
And it's like Dave is always sneaking in those little things, and like whether it's toys or little mentions in source books or RPGs or video games, right? Like, I mean, think about how Shadowlord, how much it respected the Force Unleashed, you know? So I think with this, I'm like, it could be cool, but then it doesn't mean that we could never not get that scene in Tales of the Jedi or Tales of whatever, right? Exactly. And I'd love that. I'd love that, you know? And then people could go, if they watch that scene, they'd be like, oh, there's more to this story. Go read the book, you know? And I'm a huge sucker. Obviously, I always like pushing people to like go and consume other types of medium other than just the visual stuff, you know? And so that is why I read so many Star Wars books, is because obviously I want to be the best Star Wars fan I can be.
Right.
And so, and I just love the theater of the mind that it projects. And so like, you know, I'm stoked that hopefully, I mean, and now truthfully, do I think Ahsoka is going to show up in this?
Probably not.
I give it max a 20% chance.
Yeah.
Huang, I'd lead a little bit more towards. I could see Dave being like, oh yeah, no, like that's like a fine thing of like, you know, of him being like disabled in the Jedi Temple or him shut down or something. I mean, listen, if they're looking for crystals, trying to build this lightsaber, you know, like, I don't know. Either way, really what I'm most excited
Leia
for
on Ilum.
But then it would be Starkiller Base at that point. And then
Is it already Starkiller Base?
I mean, by the time of Fallen Order, it's like being set up to be Starkiller Base.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So, but I mean, like, I always, you know, in Legends, kyber crystals came from not just Ilum. Jedi would get them from Ilum, but they also came from other places. So I think it'd be cool. You think about like Shadows of the Empire as well. Like Luke had to make a crystal, right? And I don't love that. I like the more natural. Like, there's a line in Legacy where it's from some of the Jedi texts, and it's talking about how the Sith take a crystal and form themselves around the crystal, but the Jedi, the crystal forms themselves around them. It's
so cool.
Yeah, it's like they let it like mold the person, whereas the Sith had to take it, right? So
That's so cool.
I'm loving the Jedi lightsaber content plethora that I'm in right now. 2 books and probably some stuff in Ahsoka, dude. Like,
yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's my thing: is I'm like, would be cool to have a little moment of them rebooting Huang, get some guidance. You know,
I would love to see
the boy. There. Hey, shout out, Justin.
I'd love to literally see this.
If this happens,
this is what I want.
I will blow.
Huh?
No. I will.
What?
My head will explode. Will.
This is what I want.
I don't even know how to quantify this, dude. I mean,
Rey, because she kills Eddie Brock and takes the symbiote. And then it's a force-sensitive symbiote.
I was about to say, I guess a force-sensitive person could, like, communicate with a symbiote to neutralize it. Because if they can talk to creatures, right, like, don't you think she'd be able to use the force to kind of separate the symbiote from the person? I don't know. I mean, a lightsaber.
Can you imagine it's like beast control, but with the symbiote?
That's what I was thinking. But also, like, a lightsaber is cleaving through a. It's like Rey pulls up a chair like a Cap in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
God, please kill Rey Skywalker.
Someone is gonna clip that. By the way.
No!
No.
It's a Raimi 3 joke. It's a Spidey 3 joke.
Shut up, Beyond the Dune Sea. Shut up, Beyond the Dune Sea.
Yeah, they're talking about it right now.
So I wanted to bring this up because, by the way, Exile was Cole. He switched his accounts.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Hey,
Ahsoka do be kind of intrinsically tied to the Skywalker lineage. You know, it reminds me of that old art of Ahsoka showing Luke and Leia holocron of Anakin's training logs. It just makes sense. With the
And
in the cockpit of the
Leia
Falcon
holding Ben Solo?
Yeah. I would assume. I think she finds out she's pregnant by the end of this book.
Imagine Ahsoka is the one who tells Leia of like some sort of advice about being pregnant, and that's why Leia in this training scene, she's like thinking back of what Ahsoka told her, and that's why she is like, oh no, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, being a mother is more important.
It's saying that this book is right after Return of the Jedi, and then that Twin Crossroads is right after this book, but which means it would be before the Aftermath trilogy.
Okay.
So probably before Battle of Jakku. So
whoa,
which makes me think that she might find out she's pregnant by the end of this book, by the end of Twin Crossroads.
Twin Crossroads. I wouldn't be shocked. Is Book of Boba Fett before or after Battle of Jakku?
After, because it's all 9 ABY, 5 years after Jedi. The Battle of Jakku is a year after Jedi. So this takes place after Han and Leia are married.
So Ahsoka's probably not going to be in this book.
We don't know that, though. She's still out there, right?
Luke and Leia meet Ahsoka a year after Return of the Jedi?
Or before the Battle of Jakku.
And then like Luke and Ahsoka just have like a weird like knowing each other is their relationship until Book of Boba Fett.
It could be interesting of like Luke getting Ahsoka guidance from Ahsoka, but Ahsoka being like, "Hey, I'm still trying to hunt down Thrawn. Like, I'm still trying to find Ezra. Like, you're meant like because obviously we know Ahsoka is not going to want to rebuild the Jedi. That's not her. Like, at least at that point in time, that she does not feel that is her responsibility. She's definitely going to be like, "Oh, that's Luke." Right? I think it's still possible.
Aftermath before or after Jakku again?
Aftermath leads up to Jakku.
That's what, okay.
So the Aftermath trilogy is what. So technically, which the continuity
Battle of Jakku is what ends the Empire.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
So the only thing that is concerning is that the Marvel comic is a continuity nightmare. Like, it's like there's a whole video that Dan did about the continuity of the Aftermath trilogy in the Battle of Jakku comics. And while there's some synergy, there's also some really confusing stuff. Now, you have to be like a big lore head to kind of like match it up.
Yeah.
But it's also the same way of like, I've been reading Shadows of the Empire. The game and the book and the comic, continuity nightmare, dog.
A little bit.
I'm like, what is going on, dude? Like, and it's like, again, it's that whole thing of like, the medium is different, so you kind of have to like adapt it to the medium sort of thing. But when it says in the article that it's like tying into the Marvel comics, I'm like, I hope the continuity makes sense, at least. That's all that all I hope for.
Yeah.
But I still think it's probably going to be like Battle of Endor, the first wave of Marvel comics. But it's so interesting because like, I'm so curious what this book will explain of how long they've trained and stuff. Because I always assumed they trained after the Battle of Jakku.
Luke and Leia?
Yeah. So to find out that may not be the case.
I guess if it's before, because we never see Leia use a lightsaber during the Battle of Jakku.
We don't.
So that kind of makes sense.
I think it makes sense to be after, but if it's right after Princess and the Scoundrel.
But doesn't Battle of Jakku end with like Leia like holding Ben Solo?
That's what I'm saying is I think Battle of Endor happens. The little skirmish with Adelhard happens. Adelhard is like the bad guy that's in like the first arc of the Marvel comics. He's like not the main bad guy. He's not like Gallius Rax or whatever. Then this is it. That's what I was gonna. I was pretty sure that they mentioned this or that this is mentioned somewhere. So I think Battle of Endor, Adelhard little skirmish, Leia and Han get married. She starts to train with Luke amidst the aftermath stuff. Because I imagine it's probably going to be before, but really kind of bleed into it. Because like the second aftermath book is like Han helping Chewie free Kashyyyk. So I could see Han going to do that while Leia's training, and then she finds out she's pregnant. Battle of Jakku stuff happens. She hangs up the lightsaber. So I can't imagine she trained for more than a couple of months, which, to be fair, on paper is longer than Luke.
Yeah.
So I hope it's at least like 3 months.
So dumb.
Oh, because of
the Adam Driver casting
No,
rumor?
it's Mr. Sinister now.
Yeah. He's playing Professor Xavier.
Oh my god. Adam Driver's Professor Xavier would be nuts.
Yes.
Yes.
Go back to the club.
Oh my god.
Charles, yes. Go back to the club. Go back to your chair. Boy.
Also,
what else?
Oh, Legacy also makes mention of Leia training with 6 months. Spoiling the book for me, man.
Hey.
Magneto versus Symbiote Ray. Oh my god.
Should we talk about the Odyssey?
We should. Let's run this giveaway real quick.
Yeah.
Last chance. I'm going to bring up the thing real quick. We have 11 entries. You got like 30 seconds, and I'm pulling the plug.
Hashtag Legacy to enter the giveaway for a book that just came out today.
Oh my god, Will, don't look at the chat. All right. Hashtag Legacy. Hashtag Legacy. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.5, 2, 1 3/4, 1.15, 1. We run it. Let's see who we got. Guys, if everybody vetoes, if everybody,
That's so messed up.
I'm kidding.
That's awesome,
Laney, I'll give it to you at Rebel ScumCon. How about that?
That's awesome, though.
Laney, are you here, you bozo? I know, Laney. It's fine. I'll give it to her.
What? All right.
Absolute Batman dies in Legacy.
Absolute Batman versus Ray Skywalker with the symbiote.
That's my problem. Is I know she's not gonna read it.
And here's the thing. Nah, she left.
Noah, should I redo it?
We'll give her. What if we give her like a couple minutes and maybe she just does it? I don't know. Is Gabby still in here? Gabby's the op though.
Gabby would read it.
I know, but Gabby will be like, "What do you want? Get back in the chat. They're gonna give it away."
Oh my god.
You know, nobody tell her. If we're gonna do a, why don't we do it? She's gonna watch this back and be so pissed. Should we do a timer?
How much time do we give it?
What if we talk about the Odyssey? And then
I'm just gonna put this in
friend, and she's not in our chat, and that's what it is.
I'm just gonna put this in the backdrop. You guys might have a chance. Don't say nothing.
Might do it.
Nothing.
Might do it. We're gonna do another topic. You had a topic from you get a car. You had a topic from last week, but instead we were infiltrated by the Light Force podcast because we were talking about Doomsday. We had seen the Odyssey days before because it had just come out. We both kind of had an idea for some Star Warsy stuff with it, but you specifically had something. What was that something?
It basically writes itself at this point.
Okay.
The Star Wars version of the Odyssey, which by the way, the Odyssey was fantastic. Phenomenal film.
Maybe I should start by doing this. We loved the Odyssey. We will talk about the Odyssey after this or during this. Could Star Wars ever do what the Odyssey did?
Basically, could the Odyssey be retold in a Star Wars format?
Yeah.
The answer is yes, it can. And the answer is The Hunt for Ben Solo.
Wow.
It's just that. It's just Ben Solo trying to get back to wherever he's going. And you could get some weird stuff in there with the Force, man.
Yeah, dude.
Like
the Cyclops is the Eye of Webbish Bog.
I honestly, bro, like him hopping to like different planets and stuff, dude. Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
Can you imagine?
That'd be insane, dude. I think that would be like the perfect way to do it. To make it to make his return framed after the Odyssey and this like personal quest of like, because Odysseus, at least in the film, is going through the guilt of like what Zeus's law, right?
Right.
The gods, what's gonna like the fate of his men, the guilt that he wrestles with, his family back home. Guess who has to deal with all of that?
Yeah.
Ben Solo, he has to deal with the weight of the Force and his guilty conscience of what he's done as Kylo Ren and his family and what's going to happen when
his name.
What's going to happen when he gets back home, right? All of these things, and a portion of that could be through the Force, through the netherworld of the Force, but the other portion could be like a physical like trial, you know, of like I would assume it's like of him. Can
you imagine him doing like the scene where Odysseus is talking to Agamemnon in hell? And it's Ben Solo, and it's like the dead Knights of Ren.
That could be sick.
Or it's something Force related, and it's
like people that he's killed, the people that he's killed as Kylo Ren,
or like dead Jedi from Order 66, and they're like, "You're just the legacy of your grandfather."
I mean, also like Luke again.
Yeah,
the same like thing of Luke of like him dealing with the netherworld stuff. Like
yeah.
See, my thing is, I'm like, yeah, that's actually, I never thought about that. But I'm also thinking is like, yeah, like it could be like a long time of like, it's this trial of Ben trying to get back and then he's stuck. And he's like really like wrestling with this before he like finally makes that journey back home, you know?
So is he doing it, pun intended, solo, or is he doing it with like a group of people? Because Odysseus, most of his guilt is like the loss of his men and like, no, I need to bring them back home. But Ben Solo doesn't really have that.
I think that you would replace that aspect with more of the weight of what he's done and his actions as Kylo Ren. I mean, the moment with the Athena statue is you could make that with so many moments.
Yeah.
Lor Santeca, bro. That could be like an interesting moment with him of like that being one of the characters that like kind of haunts him a little bit of like
him killing Snoke.
Dude, Snoke being one of them.
Whoa.
like that being the Hades thing, you could get really. I mean, of course, Anakin Vader is kind of a gimme.
Right.
Like that's something. And whether this story is told, I mean, I would love for it to be a movie because I think it'd be thick.
Yeah.
And I think you could get really, really creative with it. And I think it could be the most. Because I was thinking about other times that we've had Odyssey akin things. And I think about Mortis in that way.
Right.
Is a little Odyssey-esque. I think the Yoda stuff in Clone Wars is very Odyssey-esque, of him going through these weird trials and stuff, trying to like, investigate all this stuff and like trying to get back
Right.
home, right? I mean, even down to like him like visualizing like the stuff with like Dooku and Palpatine.
Yeah.
It's not like the Odyssey is one of the most timeless stories of all time, so there's obviously going to be
Absolutely.
that sort of inspiration. But like, I do think Ben Solo like could be the most compelling character for that.
Right. Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Yeah,
I think that would be awesome. That would be such a fun. That would be such a compelling story to go through. I mean, Star Wars is the modern mythology, truly,
I think so.
and to adapt or like use one of the stories that is one of the most prominent of Greek mythology, being the Odyssey. Like outside of that, it's the Iliad. Like using that to tell a story within Star Wars for one of Star Wars's most, in my opinion, most intriguing characters would. I'd eat that up, dude.
Yeah,
I'd eat that up.
I would love it to be told in that kind of that format, and of course, like you could take a lot of. I mean, I don't know how integrated. I mean, you could retell some of these things, but a lot of what Soul has done with the character, which, by the way, that was also announced at the publishing panel, was the fall of Kylo Ren.
Absolutely.
In August, which we'll be picking up every issue.
Absolutely.
But did you have an idea of what you think the Odyssey with mesh with Star Wars could be like?
What I was thinking was tonally what in Star Wars would be on the same level as what we got for the Odyssey, because the Odyssey was a spectacle.
Yeah.
Like that was filmmaking at its highest point. And I mean, just the length, the duration of like what the story had to go through, practically what the crew had to go through.
Yeah.
I guess my thing is I'm like, and then also just the weight of the story, where how serious and intense that entire movie is.
Yeah.
And obviously it's one thread of like a guy trying to get back to his family, but is there anything in Star Wars that either we have gotten or that we could get that you think Star Wars would ever be or has been on that level?
I mean, in some ways, Andor, I guess.
That's the one that I lean towards tonally. I think the only other one for me that is like, in terms of practicality and like the essence of filmmaking, is A New Hope.
Oh, interesting. I was going to say Shadow Lord.
I do like, Shadow Lord as well, in terms of the story.
The specific episode with like him, like the episode where he's getting the visions and stuff.
Yeah.
And like him wrestling with his own failure. And then like literally right after that, what happens? All of his people die.
Yeah.
Like all of them die,
Yeah. I was going to say A New Hope in terms of like raising the bar of filmmaking.
Oh, sure.
And I'm like, obviously Revenge of the Sith, when that came out, it was like everybody was there. But I feel like A New Hope was kind of the one where like, I mean, it was so critically acclaimed so fast.
I mean, I think that the three biggest movies that feel the most mythological are, actually for me, I think the ones that feel the most mythological are Revenge of the Sith, Empire, and Return of the Jedi.
I agree with that.
Because I think A New Hope, agreed, completely raised the bar for filmmaking in its entirety. But in terms of like story themes, not as serious. I'd say it's a little bit more fun. But like Revenge of the Sith feels like, and I'm quoting Connor and Seth here, but it's like that's modern mythology, like you said.
Right.
But like Empire and Jedi Jedi like feel, especially with like the beginning and the end. Like
it's
like
so good.
like them defeating Jabba and getting Han. Like that, like you could read that. I feel like you could recontextualize that in like a Greek mythology, and it would be
Right.
like they're like, oh, and the daring heroes, you know, like the princess dressed in her slave garment executed the warlord, and with the help, you know, stuff like that, right? But I mean, yeah, like obviously, like I guess you could, in regards to what you're saying, A New Hope and Empire would both fit in that build of like A New Hope was like so genre, not even defining, but like genre creating.
Yeah.
And then Empire being like, oh, and here's this really awesome sequel that's like kind of recontextualized how good sequels could be. And that
is there potential, or not even potential? Do you think what the Odyssey did culturally, or what it is doing currently culturally, do you think Star Wars could ever have a moment like the Odyssey is having? And not necessarily like biggest movie of all time, $1 billion. I don't mean that like box office wise, because Star Wars rakes in a lot of cash. What I'm saying is like the way people are watching that in like a in like a more taking it seriously aspect, kind of the way people thought about Andor and currently think about Andor. Could Star Wars ever do that?
I think, I mean, obviously, yes. I think it's just they've got to figure out where they want to go with it. Like, because I think I view the same way of like the Dune movies.
Right.
That people view the Dune movies the same way they view the Odyssey.
Right.
Right. Where it's these big, like, oh, like the movies are back.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. You know, like this is like kind of a cultural reset. Like, and with how much they take those seriously. And I think there is that level of, yeah, Star Wars is a franchise. It's a very big franchise.
Right.
It's got movies and shows and comics and books and, you know, everything, animation. But obviously, I think, yeah, like, honestly, I think James Mangold's, I will say it from till the end of time, the Dawn of the Jedi stuff, I think could be that.
I would love that.
I think if you, like, that could be on the level of, like, a Dune or the Odyssey, of giving it, like, and that truly is Star Wars mythology. But I think people could take that, like, having, like, the origins of, like, the Jedi and the Sith and, like, the Rakatan Empire. I mean, and the thing is, like, I think we've had many moments like that in Star Wars. I think about, like, a Plagueis, right? Like, when we're talking about, like, books, a Plagueis novel or a Bane trilogy or a Tales of the Jedi comics or a Knights of the Old Republic game, right? Like, there's been times where those things have cemented themselves as so, like, beyond, like, I think you have to take it with a measure of, like, how does it reach audiences that are not already Star Wars fans, you know?
Right.
And it's when people are going to see the Odyssey who have never read the Odyssey before, or like, but like hear how acclaimed and successful and poignant of a movie it is, people are going to see that. Like, I think Star Wars could have that, but you've got to have that, like, you've got to really, like, make it, I think, you got to do something new and different. And that's what Andor did, right?
Right. I think when you talk about New Jedi Order, tonally, yes, something like the Odyssey, like, and I don't mean like telling the story of the Odyssey in Star Wars. I'm just saying in that wheelhouse of like intensity, tone, serious nature.
Right.
And I'll keep saying it. I've been saying it since 2024. Shogun is the tone that I want for the New Jedi Order.
Dawn of the Jedi?
For Dawn of the Jedi. That's what I want 1,000%.
Yeah.
So.
Feudal, like, gritty, like, warriors, like, travelers from distant lands kind of vibe. Like,
dude, I don't even want them to have lightsabers initially. I want them to have different weapons and them all come together and then develop lightsabers and be like...
I think having the lightsaber created, like, by the end of the first movie would be, like, if, I mean, well, granted, it's supposed to be one movie, but I think it should be a trilogy.
Yep.
And I love that. And I would love the same thing with, like, a KOTOR thing, even if they don't call it KOTOR, of, like, having this, like, big galactic scale, like, war, like, a level on the, like, Game of Thrones or, like, Lord of the Rings, like, Dune. like Star Wars can meet that level. You just gotta take your time with it.
I agree.
I think, and unfortunately, while I really like Mando and Grogu, and I'm excited for Starfighter, I don't think those movies will be that, and that's okay. But I do hope we can get that.
That brings us into our next topic. Starfighter got some pseudo news because both Ryan Gosling and Sean Levy are working on Ghost Rider for the MCU. Announced it at San Diego Comic-Con, dude.
Baby.
They finally did it. Announced at San Diego Comic-Con. Ryan Gosling will be the Ghost Rider of the MCU, which that movie comes out in 2028.
2028.
The year after Starfighter.
So yeah, they're teaming up again.
This was a pitch that Ryan Gosling told Sean Levy about on the set of Starfighter, or at least in production for Starfighter. Kevin Feige, in a quote today, said he saw Starfighter and he was going to greenlight Sean Levy and Ryan Gosling's Ghost Rider without seeing it, but he has seen Starfighter, and Starfighter's great.
I know, which that excites me.
Yeah. That really excites me.
Especially
because he watched that. The way I took that is he watched a front to back, at least one version of Starfighter. There he is.
Thanks for coming back, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, like some sort of cut of Starfighter.
Which is really cool.
And listen, Kevin Feige usually is he's not a fire from the hip kind of guy.
No.
Obviously, he's going to talk well about the franchises like underneath that umbrella, but he is also, much like a Dave Filoni, not afraid to shy away from the flaws, right? He talked a little bit about the Black Panther stuff and granted that's like not come out, but like how disappointed he was that like that's not been able to happen yet. Like he spoke pretty openly about it, right?
Right.
To hear someone from an outsider perspective of like Kevin Feige is a big Star Wars fan. Remember, there was those rumors as well that he was going to do a Star Wars movie for a while.
It wasn't just rumors. There was like, he talked about it on red carpets and stuff.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then somebody asked him about it and he's just like, well, and they kind of tossed it under the rug.
Which, like, I'm glad, I love Kevin Feige, but I don't ever want Star Wars to feel like that MCU approach. Like, I really do feel like Star Wars at this point, at all times, should feel like an anthology as we move further away from the Skywalker stuff. But like Tom Holland. Okay. I've wanted Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider for a long time. So I'm very happy that's happening. And I'm assuming he's Johnny Blaze. People are saying Danny Ketch. I don't really know why. But we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
But immediately I'm not going to lie. I'm not the biggest Sean Levy fan. Okay? I'm hesitant. I do not think he is a bad director. I think he is a very safe and at times generic director.
Yeah, that was my question is, do you think the announcement of Ryan Gosling with Sean Levy for Ghost Rider bodes well for Starfighter? Is that a good sign for Starfighter? Or how do you feel?
I think for Starfighter, yes.
Okay.
It's lightning outside. Hopefully, I do not lose power. Yeah, I do think it's a good sign for Starfighter.
Okay.
The fact that they feel so confident that they're like, hey, we're going to let them jump over to a different franchise. And listen, Ryan Gosling is like a really talented dude.
Oh, yeah.
He has had more great projects than he has had mid or even bad. Okay.
I agree.
The fact that he has so much faith in Sean Levy and that he wants to keep working with him does give me a little bit of faith, because I love Ryan Gosling and I have a lot of faith in him. So by proxy, I'm like, okay, I have a little bit of faith in Sean Levy at this point. I liked Deadpool Wolverine. Was a little bloated, very the most MCU multiverse cameo, whatever. It worked for that movie. It fits for a Deadpool movie.
It served its purpose, and it was exactly what the movie was marketed at. And I think that is exactly what somebody wanted from a multiverse movie.
Right, exactly. And it fits for Deadpool, right?
Yep.
Like, especially Deadpool crossing over to the MCU, TVA.
Yeah.
It works. Free Guy?
Free Guy is more of like a 2014 movie to me, it feels like.
Right.
What's the movie that he did with Ryan Reynolds that was a Netflix movie?
Adam Project.
I like Adam Project.
A lot of people do not like that movie.
I don't know why. I watched it and I was like, this is kind of cool. I liked it.
I've never seen it.
It's got, what's his name? Percy Jackson in it.
Walker Scobell.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
who, if he got a little bit older, I would absolutely put him in the running for Scott Summers. He would be a great Scott Summers.
I dig that.
He would be a dope Scott Summers.
I actually dig that a lot.
Like a really good Scott Summers.
I think he'd be like a lot of people in the X-Men, to be honest.
Yeah. And what's his name? Who was in How to Train Your Dragon? He should be Gambit.
You think Mason? Laney's gonna kill you.
I don't care.
You don't think Austin Butler? I'm just kidding.
And Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Gambit.
Zendaya as Rogue. Doesn't matter if she's MJ already.
Zendaya as Michi.
But I do think this does give a good sign. Here's the thing. I do think Marvel has been on the uptrend of letting creators have more creative vision.
Ryan Coogler is a great example of that.
Ryan Coogler. We had Wonder Man earlier this year. We're hearing raving things about Spider-Man, right? In the direction of that. Like, that dude is not missing. We had Thunderbolts last year. Yep. We had Fantastic Four. Yes, some of them have more MCU flair than others, but I think all of those have really distinct, unique creative visions.
And none of them, I would really not put any of them in that category of like the MCU-ification of the movie.
Thunderbolts and Wonder Man are two of my favorite Marvel MCU things ever.
Absolutely.
Not even just this phase. Fantastic Four, I think, is great. I think it leans the most towards the MCU kind of vibe. But even then, it's still great.
I cannot wait for Spider-Man in 2 days, dude.
And everything that I'm hearing, I don't know if you went on the bender of rabbit hole of non-spoiler reviews of Spider-Man.
There were 3 people I was looking for. 2 people, really. Coy, Sammy J. And
did Sammy review it yet?
He did a out of theater reaction.
Okay.
With it. And yeah, he was like, he said it's the best live action since Raimi. Spider-Man 2.
That's what everybody's saying everybody's saying it's the best live action Spider-Man since Spider-Man 2.
Yep. Which is crazy.
That's all I ever wanted, by the way. But anyway, so I do think with this, while Sean Levy, again, I need this movie to be like, I think people have a lot of misconceptions of what Ghost Rider is and stuff because of the Nicolas Cage movie. Do not look at the Nicolas Cage movie as the gold standard for Ghost Rider. It's a cool gateway.
Same way you wouldn't look at Ben Affleck Daredevil for what they're going to do with Born Again.
Right. Exactly. So, and listen, Ghost Rider also hasn't had a ton of great comics.
No.
I
would say one of his best, it's not even Johnny Blaze. It's Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Cosmic Ghost Rider, yeah, which is Frank Castle.
And
Robbie Reyes kind of popped off there for a bit.
Yeah.
But OG Blaze and Catch, not spectacular stories. The best, dude, one of the best stories that they were doing was when Ghost Rider was the King of Hell, Johnny Blaze, and then it got canceled. They canceled that run, and I was reading it actively, and I was like, are you kidding me?
Yep.
Great artwork. Dude, Ghost Rider had a sick design where progressively he had devil horns, and his Ghost Rider, they were getting longer and longer. And then Danny Ketch he loses his Ghost Rider rite of passage, and then becomes basically a Ghost Rider hunter called the Spirit of Corruption, where they have these giant swords, and he used it to fight Ghost Rider.
So sick.
And then they axed it.
Yep.
So, but anyway, this news does make me more optimistic for Starfighter.
Yeah.
Than it does for Ghost. Well, I guess it makes me excited for Ghost Rider. I just want Ghost Rider to not be. I want it to be very different than what Sean Levy has done before.
I am very excited to see what the deal is with Starfighter, and I think once we get Starfighter is such a like mixed bag in terms of my own expectations for it that I think when we get it, it's going to at least a trailer. Like, imagine we get a trailer at D23 or something like that.
For Starfighter?
I mean, if the movie's like got a full cut.
Yeah,
like
I was about to say, I
Feige's
was like,
watching.
yeah, how is Kevin Feige? Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't think. Well, so that'd be what, 8 months before?
Yeah.
When did we get the first trailer for Mandalorian and Grogu?
Not till like way close to the movie, but I'm like, you think about something like Doomsday. You know
I
what
can see
mean?
them leaning more towards. This is like not even a doubt in my mind. by the way.
I will flip if we don't.
It's like, how would you not?
I
You
will
know?
flip if we don't.
I think we will get something. Maybe like a teaser, like just a teaser, like a 1 minute teaser trailer for.
Yeah, just give me something, dude.
Sorry, I meant for Starfighter.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
Yeah. I can see that happening.
Oh no, we already got a trailer for a teaser for Ahsoka. It was a thing at Celebration Japan, and like that wasn't even that. That I count as the teaser.
Sure.
I want Ahsoka. I need the trailer. I want to know.
I could see them. Yeah, it was like October-ish. I think I could see them doing something sooner. I can see them doing something sooner for Starfighter, considering they like announced it so far ahead. Like how much they've talked about it. Like Kevin Feige's seen a cut of it. Like,
Well, they also showed footage or like an initial trailer at Star Wars Celebration as well. So a year in advance, they had a trailer ready for Mando and Grogu.
oh yeah.
So
We've seen nothing for Starfighter. Yeah, there's got to be something then.
That's
Even
what
if
I
it's
mean.
behind closed doors, we'll hear about it.
and it's like a group of people at D23 are like, I have seen the Starfighter trailer.
Yeah. And regarding this, I still count it though. If for Ahsoka season 2, I still count it.
Need all that concept art released as well.
Dude, Ahsoka art. Why have we not got an Art of Ahsoka book? Like that's like that. I would throw away all my art books just for that.
Art of Ahsoka book and a Book of Boba Fett steelbook. That's what I want. With behind the scenes for that. Because
I also
need the
want.
behind the scenes
I
for
want a
the
Bad
Mark
Batch
stuff.
physical release too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I want, dude. It's been annoying me. I go to my Walmart and I'm like, wow, Fallout Art Season 2 already has a physical release. There was another show that I saw that Night of the Seven Kingdoms came out earlier this year. Already a Blu-ray physical release.
Really?
On HBO Max. I'm like, dude, Disney,
That's sick, though.
physical release.
Yeah.
Give me my physical release. I want it.
Yeah.
I would listen. I will buy a physical release. Like, I mean, I'm not obviously gonna like dude. Shadow Lord.
Yeah. That's a big one.
Just saying, bro. Just saying.
Have we got a physical release for anything animated since Resistance?
No Tails. No Bad Batch. Last thing they did was Rebels and Resistance, and that was it. I don't even think Resistance got Blu-rays. I think Resistance just got DVDs.
That is such a
No,
bummer.
no Visions.
That is such a bummer.
I'd buy a Visions physical like freaking so fast, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we might as well just talk about Ghost Rider right now.
Yeah, I was going to say the end of this stuff is all comic stuff. We don't have a lot of Star Wars left.
and you have, well, yeah, and I guess you have the other thing, which is like not comics, but it's not Star Wars either. So
The thing on the thumbnail. I'm almost
Yeah.
like, do we even talk about that now, or should I just wait if you're going to watch it tonight?
how long is it?
Under 2 hours.
Gabby, we were just talking about animated stuff.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think it's like an hour. It's like just over 90 minutes, maybe.
Gabby, don't say anything. We're gonna Gabby, do you read me? I need you to acknowledge, okay? I need you to just say that you can hear me, okay?
We're waiting for you.
This is a
Present.
You cannot tell Lainey this. I'm going to share the screen. She won the giveaway. Now here's the problem. Lainey is never going to read this book.
And she's also not here.
She's also not here. Now, the rules that we've always established is that someone has to be here to win the book. Okay?
Yeah.
We still have 11 other entries. Technically 10.
Yep.
We're going to re-roll.
We could.
And she'll forgive me later. We're doing
She's not
it
gonna
right
watch
now.
this back.
I don't think she is. We're going to draw it again, guys. All right? We're drawing it again. Gabby, I kind of hope you win. I think it'd be funny. Because I know you'll actually read it.
Can you imagine?
Oh, it's
Josh!
Wait, Josh, are you here? Because Josh also has to be here, and I haven't seen him chat in a while. Josh, my brother, are you here?
Josh, are you here?
You have 60 seconds to reply. That sounds like a threat.
Yeah.
You have 60. Did you ever see those videos? People are like, I wish you could like hail other cars. And people are like, just give it to me, Grayson, please. That's not how the rules work. We still have 10 other entries. Okay, I'm giving him 45 seconds. I don't think he's messaged since the beginning of the stream. And I don't have a way to Gabby literally is the only one in the chat right now.
Yeah, this is literally
or Star Wars Insight or Cameroni. Pretty much all the other guys are here.
We just roll it until Gabby wins.
Yeah. Is that rigged? Is that rigged?
Oh yeah, that's actually the exact definition of rigged.
Listen, people have to be here. And listen,
Yeah.
I want people to read this book. Okay.
Yeah. We want people to read this.
Lainey don't give a flip about Leia and Rey. I'm sorry. She just doesn't.
And
She also only reads YA smut.
Yeah.
So all right. It's been 60 seconds. I'm re-rolling it again.
Before we re-roll it, Gabby, have you read any of the recs that I sent you for Doom stuff?
She probably has. She probably binged it in a day. Actually, she probably didn't at all.
I think she like tagged me in something, or like she started one of them.
Yeah, Cameroni's already got one.
He's like, got it.
So you got it early? Yeah, dude, I got mine early too.
I just re-rolled. She's not.
Any of these other people I can probably get it to. I also know Noah's not gonna read it either, but I'll give it to him anyway. Maybe he will finally read a book. Oh my god! Okay.
That's crazy because you know he's not in the chat right now.
I know he's not in the chat, but I can't bend the rules, bro.
You can't bend the rules, dude.
Cole, are you here, buddy?
Cole,
are you here? I can't tell him about this.
Cole.
Oh my god. Will you? Just kidding.
Hey!
I'm giving it
10 days.
I'm giving it another 45 seconds. Giving you another 40. I look-y could text Cole, but then that would be cheating. Oh my god, she's
No,
super
don't do that.
That's so cheap.
Don't do that, dude.
Cole, I love you.
I guess we have to re-roll.
We're re-rolling again. I'm sorry, buddy. You're my best friend.
That's kind of the rules.
I keep saying Will's face, and I'm like, if it goes to Will, we're immediately re-rolling.
Can I? Oh, that would kind of suck if I picked who to give it to.
Yeah, that would be rigged.
That would suck.
That would be really rigged. Okay. Let's see. Is it actually going to be Gabby?
No way.
Oh, is it Sonny?
Sonny already has it.
Sonny, do you already have it?
Sonny, do you want it? Sonny's in here.
Sonny.
This is the worst content.
Dude, this is awful.
This sucks. This sucks.
Gabby wants it. Gabby really wants to read it.
I want it bad. I want it real bad.
Are you Peter Griffin?
No, that Makes you want a hot dog real bad. Okay, just draw again.
If Gabby doesn't get this by the end of it, it was
Yeah,
just
Gabby got
it.
It's just like the 4th of July.
Oh my gosh, World Tree Mike.
Mike, if you're in here, dude, I will bring it to Rebel ScumCon.
Is he? Oh, I just realized who this was.
Yeah, it's Mike.
Oh my god.
If you're in here, I will bring it to Rebel ScumCon, but if you're not, we have to re-roll.
Mike.
And that kind of sucks.
30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22. The thing is we can easily reach out to all of these people and yet none of them are here.
It's the rule. It's the rule that we made.
It is the
It's
rule
the rule that we made.
Maybe one day the rule will change, but
it's the rule.
All right. I'm rolling it again.
Wait, there's 6 people in here now.
There's literally, I only have 6 entries left. It's going to be Gabby.
No, it's not.
Oh my, it's Limitless Nerd. Limitless Nerd, Cameron.
He might swipe it.
Are you in here? I haven't seen you message in a while, dude.
He might not be.
30,
I don't know.
29, 28, 27, 26.
Dude,
25,
Gabby's just going to win by default.
24, 23, 21.
That's so
20,
funny.
19, 18, 17, 16.
They hate
15,
to see
14,
me win.
13.
It's the rules, Gabby. We
have
can't
5,
bend the rules.
We have 5 entries left. It's literally just a battle between Star Wars Insight and Gabby at this point.
What's crazy is that the more that we have done this, the more people have been watching the stream. Like the number has gone up of viewers.
Oh, true. Hey, yeah, you can put in Legacy in the chat. Can I remove entries? Is that a thing that I can do?
I don't think so.
Oh my god. I got rid of it. Okay, fine. I'm doing it one more time.
Okay. Everybody who's in here right now, hashtag
You have
legacy.
all right. I'm doing it right now.
Hashtag legacy for everybody who's in here.
Hashtag Legacy. You have 30 seconds.
It's literally it.
30, 29, 28,
Better put it
27,
in fast, folks.
26, 25, 24,
Better
23,
go quick, folks.
22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13,
Put
12,
it in the chat if you want this
11, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7,
This is crazy.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam. How did Limitless Nerds still enter? What? Oh my god! Gabby, you win. You win, Gabby. So, hey, Elijah, I might just buy you a copy anyway at this point.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like he kind of deserves one.
Yeah. You guys are goated. All right. Text me your address again. I'll send it to you within the week.
Let's go! No! That's so funny.
So it's okay, bro. Honestly, wait, is he coming to Rebel Scum?
No.
Ah, dude, Elijah, bro.
Gabby's not either, though. So,
well, never mind. I'm just gonna have 7 copies of this book. Oh my god. Okay. It's time.
they're making another Jumanji movie. They just released the trailer.
How many of those are there?
I don't know, but it's listed as the final Jumanji movie.
Okay.
The hierarchy of the board game universe is about to change.
Insight, bro, just go to your Barnes and Noble. If it's there, I'll Venmo you, bro. I don't even like.
Yeah, seriously.
Comic bookies?
Yeah, last two things that we were going to talk about.
Well, hold on.
What?
Hold on. What are you doing? I don't know where it's at. Where's it at?
I am vengeance. I am the friendly neighborhood web spinner. You do not understand, Spider-Man. That's my name now. Tell that to my subconscious.
Ta-da! Say my name and I magically appear.
Welcome to the circle of trust.
Spider-Man brand new day, Spider-Man brand new day, Spider-Man brand new day, Spider-Man brand new day.
You said
in 2
Batman
days.
Brand New Day.
I said Spider-Man.
The first one you said was Batman Brand New Day.
Batman brand new day. Absolute.
Batman, the Spider-Man, The Dark Knight Rises.
By the way, I'm not reading that Midnight Spider-Man, bro. That is.
You're not going to read it?
It looks gross.
Bro, what if it's peak?
If it's peak, I'll pick it up. Squishy web sound.
What do you mean? That's a thwip, bro.
Whip.
That's a thwip. Spider-Man. We have Spider-Man. There's new Spider-Man in 2 days. There's new Spider-Man in 2 days. To go over this before that new movie comes out. There's two things we're going to do. We're going to give our top four, or maybe not top four, or three, our rankings for the live action Spider-Man actors, the people who have been Spider-Man, as well as Grayson's going to do some recs for where people can get into Spider-Man if they want to start reading Spider-Man comics and learn more about Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that first?
Sure. I've got a stack here. This is all physical stuff that I have. These are books that I personally really like. Got a big old stack here.
Woo!
Right. First thing that I think is a really quick and easy read, and it gets you kind of right into like the modern stuff of it all that I really, really like. And especially if you're excited for like that street level brand new day feel. This is it's a trade, but it technically is issues 700 .1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It is a little sub arc called Peter Parker, the one and only. It has basically each one is a specific kind of small story. One is like Peter in a snowstorm, which is a really great issue. And it's got a couple different parts to it. There's one where it's him, where he like gets hurt by a villain and like he gets put in like a villain's hospital, and like people think that they don't realize that he's Spider-Man. So he's like in the villain hospital, like, you know, like being healed, but they just don't know that he's Spider-Man yet.
Huh.
It's a really, really great comic. And he's also like healing really quickly because of his healing factor and everything. Well, Spider-Man does have a healing factor, by the way, just letting y'all know. You got some Fantastic Four stuff in here as well. That's some team up stuff. This is a really fun kind of like just one-off stories that are really just good Spider-Man, like just kind of give you a feel for the character. And there's one that's it's Peter like, oh, dude, this story will legitimately wreck you. I'm gonna just show you the first panel. Do you know this story?
Yeah.
It's good stuff though. So
Wow, that's in there. That's cool.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite little trades. You can probably get this on eBay. You read it on Marvel Unlimited. It's issues 700.1 through 0.5. So it was a kind of a 700 issue kind of special. I think they put it in issue 700 and it's included all of those little mini stories in there. Next up, some people may say that he sucks. I disagree. I love Chip Zdarsky. And I love
Who says that Zdarsky sucks?
Dude, a lot of people on comic book TikTok and Twitter hate Chip Zdarsky.
That is bozo hour nonsense, dude.
I
Are you
agree.
kidding me?
I agree. Insight, this is the sorry, this is killing me. This is the Mafex Spider-Man. Wow. I bite my tongue, it's a bite.
That was Kevin Feige.
Thanks, Kevin.
He was mad.
If you really want a cool black suit story, it's a what if, but I think it really circles back around to the heart of Spider-Man. And this is one of my favorite Spider-Man stories, and that is Spider-Man Spider Shadow.
Ooh.
I love this story. Again, it's what if. It takes place in between. It takes place after issue 258 in the comics. So pretty much everything up to issue 258 is canon until this. But it's a really, really cool story with him dealing with the black suit. And then, but I don't want to give too much away. It's kind of dark, but it really circles around in a really cool way. So if you like Black Suit Spider-Man, and kind of some like ties to some vintage stuff, but you got the Fantastic Four in here. You got Fantastic Four in here, baby.
Woo!
You got it's some really good. You got some Avengers stuff in here. So it's a fun kind of story set in like the 80s, and I really like it. So I think this is a fun one to pick up. Even if you have like only a limited amount of knowledge about Spider-Man or about the black suit. Speaking of Spider-Man Life Story,
Yeah.
everyone and their grandma has recommended it. It really gives you a good comprehensive run of like all of Spider-Man's major stories, but as if he were aging through the decades. I do think this is a little bit of an overrated story. That doesn't mean it's not good. It just means it's like people will be like, oh, read Spider-Man Life Story. This is not the gold standard of like, you're going to know everything about Spider-Man by reading this. You're just not, okay? It has a lot of really cool ideas, and it's really going to get you, I think, through the broad concepts of Spider-Man. But this is not like, if you want like all of Spider-Man stuff, it's not just going to be in here. But still, it's a really great story. I think it has a ton of heart. And I think I love like innovative, creative stories like this. And so I really like Spider-Man Life Story. And a lot of Spider-Man fans are going to recommend it. It's just because it's really good, and I really enjoy it. For me, this is my favorite comic series of all time. Despite me not having read all of it from every single issue, I've read about 2/3 of the run, I would say. And yet it still sticks with me till forever and ever. There's a reason why I have a tattoo on my arm of it, and that is Ultimate Spider-Man. This is not 616. But these new Epic collections are coming out. They have the first 2 volumes of them. It is Brian Michael Bendis, Mark Bagley. This is what got me into comics. First it was the video game, and then picking up the first volume off my shelves. Picking up issue 121 off of my comic stands when I was a kid. And the art is gorgeous. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Coy Jandreau talks a lot about how the big thing for comics in him is like how it's the in between the panels of how an artist can delineate that, and Mark Bagley does that so beautifully. Like and it's so cinematic and it's so good. He is my favorite comic book artist of all time. I love Mark Bagley to death, dude. Like, it's so good. The colors are so bright. Like, dude, the like yellow pops in the background and stuff. Like, it's just incredible.
It's so good. I love
this.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Ultimate Spider-Man is awesome. Is this going to give you everything about like prime 616 Spider-Man? No, but I do think it is one of the best modern retellings of Spider-Man.
Yep.
Like, and there's a reason why it is so acclaimed and why it led to Miles Morales.
Yep.
And then I've got a couple Epic collections here, but you really can't go wrong with just starting from the beginning. And that is the Ditko and Lee run. I'm going to warn you, there is an obnoxious amount of text in these old school comics.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot of text.
A panel will happen. It will have the dialogue. The characters will say what they are doing in the dialogue, and then the text bubble of the narrator will also say what is happening in the panel. You really can't miss what's happening in this book.
Yeah.
But like seeing the way Ditko like draws Spider-Man and seeing these like original comics, like, dude, just the colors and everything, like it's so
good.
It's so good. You get some really cool stuff. Some of those original villains: Electro, Otto, Chameleon, Kraven, Mysterio. Oh, speaking of, look who's here. Look who showed up.
The Hulk?
Oh, the Hulk.
Yeah, there he is.
Hey, look at him. There he is. You're catching Spider-Man Brand New Day in theaters July 31st. So a lot of really cool stuff. Fantastic Four hit their first interaction with him. So I mean, I can't recommend enough just the original stuff.
That was Destin's recommendation too. Coy asked him, where would people start? And he said the originals.
He's been saying that on a lot of the press tours. Yeah, but
Yep.
I mean, I've got the Lee Romita stuff is also great. I've got Spider-Man No More. Some pretty, again, I love Romita's art. Again, super text heavy, but like it's so dang good. Dude, the way Romita draws Spider-Man, bro.
So good, dude.
Like there's a reason why it is tattooed on my leg. This is like, I mean, you're talking about Brand New Day. Brand New Day suit is this off the page, dog.
Yep.
Like, come on. Like
Yep.
it's beautiful, dude. You can't beat it. And like you just get those class holy freaking text, bro. No comic should have this much text. I'm sorry. I love books, but holy, there's a reason why I read comics and not books. But like, dude, come on. Like, this is just, look at this. It's just gas, dude.
It looks, every single one of those panels is a print that you could have up on your wall.
Mm-hmm. Dude, like, and they have so much, like, not even in the meme sense of the word, they just have so much motion to them, you know?
And that's
like
just a guy with a pencil. That's a guy with a pencil.
They did this for years, bro. Years. It's incredible.
We're so cooked, dude.
And then, honestly, before I do one more, I'm actually going to get one more off the shelf that I completely forgot. Learn yourself. Learn something. Kraven's Last Hunt. Kraven's Last Hunt. People have been having a lot of speculations and theories. Oh my god. It leads is dead! This is when him and Wolverine teamed up. Didn't they go to like Germany?
Something
Berlin?
like that, yeah.
Spider-Man and Wolverine first team up. But like, dude, speaking of artwork, bro, like the artwork in this stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, Spider-Man and Iron Man are homies, guys. Spider-Man and Iron Man are homies.
Yeah, they're really close. They're really good friends.
Dude. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Like, I'm sorry. Anyway, but like Kraven's Last Hunt stuff is just is so good, and this is not the symbiote. Don't let people miseducate you. This is not the symbiote. This is the black. This is the cloth black suit.
It's body paint.
Honestly, Kraven would do some stuff like that.
Yeah, honestly.
But like, this is some of my favorite Spider-Man art of all time. I miss when coloring looked like this. Black suit with the blue shading.
Things were black, but also blue.
Dude, so good. Come on, bro. Come on.
Kraven.
So that's kind of my gut punch instincts. I would, off the top of my head, though, top 3, read that Peter Parker one and only, the 700.1 to 0.5 are great little one-shot stories. Read the original Ditko and Lee, and honestly, just and Ultimate. That's the 3 things that I would really recommend. But that's my little personal stash of Spidey Man stuff you can pick up, and believe me, comic book sellers will have it a lot on shelves because of Brand New Day. There's also, I will say, there is those little mini trades, those little like new printings for Brand New Day. So if you want to read the original slot Brand New Day run, not a bad place to start either. It's a little bit of a reset, but it was kind of a modern reset for the character. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're a little bit different on it. I really like Big Time. I like Big Time. Might be a hot take.
I'm trying to remember if I had Big Time on my shelf or not.
I like Big Time. I'm not a big Dan Slott hater like a lot of people.
See, with every Dan Slott,
I don't mind it. I don't mind his stuff.
Dan Slott truly is the most mixed bag, and I'll always take a mixed bag over a completely empty bag. You know, like, not gonna lie, I kind of dig Spider Island.
That's what I was gonna say. I said Big Time, but like Spider Island's in there.
Yeah, he did Superior.
Yeah,
I love Superior.
Superior's good.
Like that. Now, on the other hand, when you get into Parker Industry stuff, Not my vibe.
Yeah.
Not my thing. That stuff I'm like, I could do without, you know. Which that was coming out around the same time as Homecoming.
Yeah.
Shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
So yeah. Also, a really fun kind of Elseworlds. Well, okay. Sorry. Last recommendation that I'm gonna give you. The first like 18 issues of New Ultimate Spider-Man, like with Chiquetto and
Chiquetto's art.
I'm blanking, Jonathan Hickman.
Yep.
Like that's a great. Now again, that's not like a gold standard of like this is going to tell you everything you need about Spider-Man, but it is a really good modern version of Spider-Man.
It's really cool.
And it should have been ongoing. I'm sorry, it should have just kept going. The fact that it is over is criminal to me.
Yeah, but the entire Ultimate Universe is gone.
That could have been their absolute Batman.
Yeah.
It could have been. But were put in a box with 24 issues, and that's it. So, makes me a little upset.
Yeah.
I'm hoping... Now, Peter did not die in the new Ultimate stuff. He's still alive and kicking. I got the most recent trade recently. And I read that little, the thing at the end. So they could bring it back. They should bring it back. Will they? I don't know.
They'll wait a year and then be like, guess what's back?
Yeah. And they're like, Ultimate Spider-Man by Slott and Chiquetto.
Last thing before we wrap up. We are seeing a new Spider-Man movie in literally 2 days.
Yes, we are.
I will post this tomorrow. What do you think your rating for the movie will be? What do you think is going to work best for the movie? And what do you think walking out of that movie, the thing that you are going to be most excited about is? And we have not seen the movie yet. This is before.
Okay.
This is your predictions for walking out of the film.
I mean, just on instinct alone, I think what's going to work best for this movie is the visual style.
Yeah.
I think the visual style and the tone is really where they're nailing hitting the nail on the head.
Where they're really
There's a nail and they're hitting it on the head and it's going down into the wood. You know? I think visual style and tone is really, really where it's going to excel at. And that's obvious from the trailers and everything. And everyone at length has spoken about how grounded it feels, how back to formula it is with the character. My rating, I would be shocked if it is lower than a 4 out of 5 stars. I think realistically it'll probably be about a 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Hoping for a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
A lot of people that I trust are saying it is their favorite Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Which is getting me unbelievably hyped.
Yeah.
So for that, I'm super excited. Walking out of it, it's so hard because I feel like there's still so much we don't know about this movie.
So much.
Which
will be fantastic if we continue to keep it that way for the next 2 days.
I'm like trying to stay like, hey, pick up a book, read a book. That's what I'm trying to do. Get off my phone, read a book, read a comic book, you know? Read Spider-Man comics in anticipation for a brand new day to get off your phone so you don't get spoiled. I mean, I'm stoked to figure out about the whole Jean Grey thing. That's sorry, Sadie Sink thing. Whatever it is. Is she Jean Grey? Is she Dream Grey? I don't know.
I don't know. Deadpool was wearing gray jeans, so
it was true. That is true. It's so hard not to say the whole Jean Grey thing because it's like it feels so likely. But whatever people are talking about, I still don't know who the main villain is.
Nope.
And I'm excited for the action sequences. Like, I really do think while there is a healthy level of skepticism, there is also an overabundance of optimism that I have.
Yeah.
And I truly do feel confident that this will be in my top 3 Spider-Man movies of all time. Being Spider-Man 2, Into the Spider-Verse, and this movie in no specific order because they move around all the time.
I am fully prepared for this to be my favorite Spider-Man movie. Like and maybe it's not great to like walk in with these expectations, but from everything I've seen, this seems to be the Spider-Man story that I've always loved and wanted to see from a Spider-Man film.
Mm-hmm.
look, I love Spider-Man. Everybody loves Spider-Man. Everybody grew up being a Spider-Man fan. It is not unique to be a fan of Spider-Man. He's probably in my like top 20. I love Spider-Man stories. I love seeing Spider-Man interact with other characters. Spider-Man is without a doubt the heart of the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited. What I predict to walk out of this movie feeling like is that they nailed that part of Spider-Man. Is the heart of it, but also the humanity of him being Spider-Man, not just the spider, but the man portion of his title. I like you said, I would be very shocked if I have anything less than a 4.5, 5 for this movie.
I think first watch, there might be some things that I might be unsure on. And I think after a second watch, because again, I'm seeing it literally back to back. I think on second watch, I'm going to be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Because I remember watching No Way Home. And there was nothing I was skeptical about the movie on. I loved it, but I kept loving it. Like every time I was just so excited to go see it in theaters again.
Yeah.
And I think No Way Home is still going to be up there with the top ranks of this. But for this, like everyone is saying it's going to be it's going to be the best Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. And I believe it, dude.
What really makes me excited is if this movie is the movie that I am being told that it is, and that the movie we are expecting it to be. I can't imagine what a sequel that Destin gets to like a new trilogy with this.
And that's the thing that I guess I'd say is that I'm most excited for is to walk out of the theater and be like, holy crap, I cannot wait for another one.
I need more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that it seems like Kevin Feige and Amy Pascal and all of the people making it, including Tom Holland, understand that's what people love about Spider-Man, even down to the fact that they've been pulling from the PS4 and PS5 games,
dude,
which are like widely regarded as some of like the most definitive Spider-Man stuff, like in modern ages. Well, that's not a comic rec, but go play Spider-Man PS4. That's like a really good place to start if you want some like non-comic Spider-Man stuff.
Go play Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 2.
Honestly,
go
play Ultimate Spider-Man on the PS2 or the GameCube.
What does he say to that lady up on the bridge?
Just like, are you talking about the balloon thing?
Yeah.
He's just like, or sorry, no, it's the she's like, I lost my purse. You lost your purse on a rooftop? On a different rooftop from this one? Are you on a tour of rooftops? Oh my God.
It's so good, dude. And isn't it actually Toby doing the voice?
That's not even
too?
Spider-Man 2. That's Spider-Man 1.
Isn't that Toby actually doing the voice too? That's so good.
Have you ever seen that one of Spider-Man 3 where he's like in the lab and like he's like doing this stuff with a lizard and he's just like MJ calls and he's like, not now, MJ. Yeah. And then like he's like freaks out. Or like Spider-Man 3 where the lady's like, I'm gonna die, and he like flops, and then the building blows up.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good.
The paycheck, dude. Have you ever seen J. Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man 3 where he's like
bonkers?
He's like freaking out, dude.
He looks like he's in like a like a skibbity toilet animation.
Dude, yeah, no, oh my God, he really does. Like bro, they should, you know what? They should, Connor and Seth need to just get that Jonah and just.
Connor and Seth need to talk about Skibbity Toilet.
There's Skibbity Toilet rankings after Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Skibbity Toilet tier list. A Skibbity tier list.
Nothing makes me more mad than when I go to my Walmart or my Target.
Oh my God, and there's like Skibbity Toilet toys.
It's like, I'm looking for the Marvel Legends Spider-Man. And then there's Skibbity Toilet, and I'm like,
huh?
Brother. Can I just get Spider-Man? Can I please get Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, please.
Oh my God.
I don't need your skibbity toilet. Yeah, but that's kind of all we got.
Yeah.
That's kind of it.
I guess we'll table Avatar stuff for next week because
if you made it this far and you got here because you saw the thumbnail at some point and Aang was on the thumbnail, we're talking about it next time. Well, I guess we're not talking about it next time because next time we're probably just going to only talk about Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it at some point.
Spider-Man and Avatar?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. There's no doubt in my mind that full episode is not just Spider-Man talk next week. It's also the week before Rebel ScumCon.
Maybe we do like a little bonus thing. Maybe we just do a little like Avatar review episode, not pre-recorded, just kind of get that out there for y'all.
Maybe.
If you care, if people want that.
If people want it.
And to talk, and we'll connect it back to the Luke Skywalker stuff, because again, I think even just from the limited knowledge that I know of getting those characters, like that original Avatar series is so original trilogy coded, and the fact that like you're getting
dude, I have so much to say about that.
Really?
Like that movie, here's I'll leave it at this. That movie was the perfect blueprint for an original trilogy gang story set after Return of the Jedi. Like full stop. That was what, to the point where like the movie starts with Aang searching for ancient airbender artifacts.
Brother.
Like it's
I'm going to throw that on the TV right after a shower immediately.
It's so good. But that's, yeah, we'll talk about it next week. Or whatever.
Okay, cool. We got, hey, you know what? I'm liking this that we're having some other stuff to talk about. It's fun.
Yeah.
We're not like a peak Star Wars season, but like we said, Rebel ScumCon year 3 just around the corner. We hope to see you there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
We'll be there
next week. Literally next week.
Next week. And we'll talk about Spider-Man and all kinds of other stuff.
Yeah.
With that being said, though, may the Force be with you. But more importantly, your focus determines your reality. And with great power comes great responsibility.
Bye-bye.
Always remember.